B is for binder. I bought a binder. Hello, everyone. My name is Bubsy Bub, and welcome back to another video. That's not going to be the whole content of the video. The binder's just so I can talk about Pokemon cards, because I recently went to my first ever card show with Lilla, also known as Lady Canada. It was a fun experience and an interesting one. My aim with the binder is to collect all 191 of the Surging Sparks cards. That is not including the more expensive, like SIRs and art rares. Those 191 cards. It doesn't matter if it's holo or normal or reverse holo. It just needs to be the number 1 through 191. When I started the collection, I had been able to pre-order a total of like 20 Surging Sparks packs. So I started the binder when I was filling it with 128 cards. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think there was more than just those 20. I think there was a couple extra packs that I managed to find in a Kmart at some point. So I was going to the card show hoping to find bulk of Surging Sparks, but it is a newer set, so I knew it was going to be a bit tricky. I also wanted to open a couple of packs of Surging Sparks there as just like a fun little thing to do whilst I'm there collecting Surging Sparks. Might as well try and get some from a rip. Lilla's aim was to collect some more EVs and evolution cards. She managed to get quite a few, and in fact I have these 3 for her. We're going to trade each other for. I don't know what she has, so we'll see. I also really wanted to try and trade something with someone that wasn't a vendor. So I also had it was in a little GoPro bag, all of my special art rares and full arts and whatnot. I was going to try and trade those away. The Perth scene, I always thought it was like, I mean, as far as hobbies and stuff go, it was lacking, I suppose. I didn't realize it was as active as it is. So Lilla came to my house. When we actually got there, we were walking up to the entrance from the side of the building, and Lilla's like, "Come on, Tubsy, make sure you have your tickets ready." Get my ticket out all ready. We reach the front entrance, and I'm like, "Oh, there's a little bit of a line. That's fine. Let's just get in line." So we start following the line. Yeah. It was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Luckily, the line moved very, very quickly. It gave me ample time to meet the people in line behind me. One of them was named Chris, and his friend had a binder, and this was my first ever experience looking in someone else's binder. And oh my god, that thing was stacked with so much cool art. It was really cool. He let me just flick through it and admire it. It was nice. It was nice. I was expecting a lot more kids than there actually were in the place. It was definitely mostly guys sort of my age. There was a guy in a very vibrant shirt going through, giving out some freebies, and he gave Little One, which was a pack of magic cards? No, it was a pack of Pokemon Go cards. But then we got to the end of the line, and just before we get inside, he pulls us out again, me and Lilla and the 2 guys behind me, because we were all talking together. I'm assuming he figured that we were all one big group, and he got each of us to open a pack in front of their camera crew. So Chris goes first, then his friend with the binder, then Lilla gets to open a pack of magic cards, which she has no interest in.
Giant Spider.
First minute, wood.
Okay.
Wood. Chill.
And then I get to not, they just went on to the next people, I guess they did. But like, it was fun, it was whatever. We were very confused as to what we were supposed to do, because now we were out of the line, at the front of the line, which had been moving the entire time, like the full 10 minutes we were opening those packs. Luckily, someone realized that we had just been pulled out of the line to do that filming thing, and so they let us go in front of them. But oh my god, if I had to go to the back of the line, I probably would have demanded a free pack. I had to go all the way to the back, wait another 15-20 minutes in the hot Australian summer sun. I'm good. We were in the middle of a heat wave as well, so it was not very pleasant. When we got inside, and I got my little paid stamp on my wrist, it was actually very nicely air conditioned, and it was absolutely filled to the brim, tight as a can of sardines in there. It was like, actually, I was sweating, not because I was hot. I was just a little overwhelmed, I think, overstimulated. Lilla and I, we started slowly making our way through the crowds, trying to peek at different vendors, but When I say there was a wall of people blocking the view of everything, I'm 6'2", almost 6'3". I couldn't see anything. I had to lift my camera all the way over the crowds to even try and glimpse anything, and then go on my phone and try and look at the footage, because you had to literally like shoulder your way through those crowds. It was horrifying. And it's just one room, but you just move so slowly. There were a lot of binders on show there. It wasn't only Pokemon either. There was a lot of sport card vendors. There were Fortnite cards at one point. There was also like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Our first purchase, Lila got a very cute little Espeon V, but like a tiny version of the card in a keychain for only $2, $2 Australian dollars. That vendor, the first vendor we even tried to buy something from, was cash only. And I had left my cash at home by accident. Now, I was getting a little bit worried at that point. But thankfully, I was talking to some random lady, and she said, that's the only vendor that only takes cash. Thank goodness. Because that would have sucked. After our keychain purchase, we started to look at the actual vendors on the wings of it. As in, when I say look at, I mean we had to wait before a gap opened and then shove ourselves in between and peeking through shoulders. Lila was able to find a bunch of awesome looking EV cards. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then in that same binder, I found this bad boy. Oh yeah, this bad boy right here. Base set Pikachu. This one is very heavily played with. It is battle damage, but I honestly love that a lot because it means it's been loved. And now it's mine. I think it's awesome. It's got a bunch of dirt on it. It's got some ominous smudging. It's been through the ring for sure. So after we got our EVs and my little base set Pikachu, what a good boy he is. It was starting to get like hot. I was sweltering. My back, where my bag was resting, was starting to get really sweaty. And I was worried that my sweat was going to soak into the bag, soak through the binder, and start damaging cards. So I had to swaddle it on my front like a baby. Just like a baby. I must have looked quite the sight. And eventually we got to the corner, which had a bunch of binders all labeled with different card release series. Lila was able to spot one which said Surging Sparks on it. So I thought I would go and check it out. Clearly, a lot of people had been looking for Surging Sparks because very spread out on the pages, there was like EXs and one A spec. You could tell that there were so many more in there, like at least an hour ago. But I think it went pretty well. We got a solid amount more cards. I was also actively trying to find those Surging Sparks packs to rip open. We went up one arm, nothing. Second arm, nothing. Third arm, nothing. Fourth arm, nothing. Fifth arm, nothing. Sixth arm, we come back. Nothing. Last store, the last store we checked, 3 packs of Surging Sparks. So I managed to grab 2 Surging Sparks packs, as well as this Porygon blister pack, which I will be opening in this video for you guys. And then it was announced over the speakers to meet the people in the corner. So we were told that we could open 3 packs, but that we would be opening them on stage, and it would be streamed to the whole thing on the TV out front. So obviously I jumped at that opportunity. So it was me, a bunch of children, other people like me, including one person that kept on pressing me to open a Surging Sparks pack for him, with it like backstage, just for some reason. I don't know why. You just kept like, are you gonna open that, man? You should open that, bro. No, I'm not gonna do that. So the Pokemon cards that we were getting for free, or Pokemon cards we were getting for free, were all in a bucket. And as it turns out, he had actually said free cards, not free Pokemon cards. So in this bucket, there was Yu-Gi-Oh packs to open, there was Magic packs to open, and there was Pokemon packs to open. We were slowly one by one called out onto the stage until it was nearly my turn, where I sat in the seat and I said my name. What's your name? You know, when you say stuff in the moment that you think, oh, that's so funny. Oh, God. He just thought my name was Joe. I never even, said Joe Mama or anything. I just said my name was Joe. Is my face going red? Because it feels like it's going red. On a stage in front of like 400 people. Why would I do that? I mean, thankfully, not a lot of them were paying attention. They were just doing their own thing. Anyway, I put my hand into the bucket, and lo and behold, I actually get a pack of Pokemon cards. I get a pack of Paldea Evolved.
If anyone wants to know, it's on the screen. Anyway, like a true streamer. Okay, we got the basic. We got Snowlight. We got Legend. Steamy Ice and Portal. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Alright, okay. Electro, so you got that. And what have we got? It's a...
So I opened that on stage. I didn't get any hits, and then I whip out my Surging Sparks pack, and I'll let you see what happened.
What energy? Let's say psychic. Psychic edition. Okay, so we got Lava Soul.
I didn't get anything. I think I got 2 more cards for my binder, but that's it. Yeah, I don't know why I hyped that up so much. Anyway, so we had been there like nearly 3 hours at this point. We were feeling pretty drained. I knew that there was one of the vendors had a bulk box out, which had Surging Sparks in it, but at this point, I don't know. Lilla and my friends and I were going to go to this water park, and I knew that was going to take even more out of me. And I had a night shift that night, so I decided that's enough for me. We checked one more vendor, and they had a binder filled with a bunch of like promos, and well, they had some evolutions. They had a bunch of prismatic evolutions as well. And in this last binder, I managed to find, it's from the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, the Flying Pikachus and the Surfing Pikachus. You can see them here in my binder. But I bought them for a pretty reasonable price as well.
I'll give you a sleep on it.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's have another Pokemon.
I actually managed to get all the EXs from the binder for a reduced price as well, because I was buying multiple at once. I just asked, yeah, can I get it for $5 less? And he's like, yep. That's pretty cool. Managed to save a little bit more money. After we got home, that's when I opened my second Surging Sparks pack. I mean, you can see how dead I was.
So about the pack opening.
I was falling asleep on my partner's lap, like literally. And Lilla was recording me for some reason because she was going to do her card opening for her Pokemon Go.
I got a free pack of Pokemon Go. Chicken jockey.
Me when I forget to find motor control.
There we go. Oh,
What's that?
Wimpod. I can't see, this is backwards.
Oh yeah. Magikarp!
Oh, it's the Pokemon Go one. Oh, that's really cute.
Ooh, Sylveon.
one.
Hello, Sylveon.
Didn't do the pack
I
trick.
didn't know there was a trick to this one.
Idiot.
Was it a Pokemon Go?
That's cool though.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got that stuck in my head. Yeah.
But it's not the mobile.
What
game.
energy?
Psychic.
Psychic.
Fire. Is that
Metal.
even an energy?
Metal.
There is a
I
fire
reckon it's
energy.
going to be darkness.
Is that fairy energy?
They used to be.
Used
There's
to
not
be,
anymore.
not anymore. No,
A Mexican.
Crocker. Mousehold.
What?
That's all.
Oh, sorry, Tandemouse.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
Spooper.
play rough.
Donphan. Meowstick.
Well, that Eevee's going in my Eevee.
Bell. Miraidon. Scatterbug. Excavate. Oh, the same card that I have 16 of now. That's an over-exaggeration.
So after I did my very tired final Surging Sparks pack opening, I got a couple more cards for the binder. I added everything in afterwards. Overall, it was a pretty fun day. It was even more fun when at the water park afterwards, Lila fractured her toe by kicking my brother. It was pretty funny. And she's in a lot of pain. So I think the day was very fun, very good. I had a really good time. I'd definitely do it again. I think next time I go, I'm gonna have a much clearer vision of what I want to get out of it. Because I said, I'll trade something. I never got to really trade anything. After I had purchased my EXs, a lady immediately came and started looking through the X's as well. It's because she was also looking for the same set. She was trying to get a master set of it though. So that is every single normal card, every single holo, reverse holo, every single EX, special art rare, all of the secret cards basically as well. And she couldn't find anything because she had nearly completed it. She had 2 normal cards left to collect. Oh no, it was 2 reverse holos left to collect. Unfortunately, I didn't have either of them. And she had a bunch more of the rare, like illustration rares, the secret ones. So I let her look through my little pouch of cards to see if we can make a trade. She was able to find one card. It was the Rainbow Cyclizar from the Surging Spark set. And she was going to pay ID me $3 for it, which is a reasonable price. It's the market price for it was like $2.60 something. So that was fine with that. But she was really nice. She had her daughter with her who kept showing me her Pikachu toy that she clearly got, her little Pikachu model. And whilst she was trying to figure out how to pay ID me, she dropped her Pikachu toy and broke its tail off. And I was so upset for her. I managed to convince her that they could fix it with some epoxy. It would have been fine. I just let her keep the card. I didn't receive anything from it, so I don't really count it as a trade or me selling a card because I didn't really. God, that little girl was adorable. Kept look at my Pikachu. In fact, she didn't even seem that upset after she broke it. She was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Interesting experience. There were tables laid out for people to trade on. Man, I tried, but my social anxiety at that point was like at an all-time high. I was overwhelmed. I was overstimulated. And so I just stood awkwardly in a corner, holding up my phone and prayed that someone would see it. No one did. No one saw it. It is what it is. Oh, I was struggling at that point. That was at the very, very end. I only came out with, other than the stuff that I bought for the binder itself, I only came away with 5 individual cards, which I think cost like a total of probably like 17-ish Australian dollars, which is pretty good. It's pretty good for the cards that I got. I really like them. So I started with 128 cards in this binder. I ended with 149 cards. So in total, after opening 2 packs of Surging Sparks and searching through a binder with all the Surging Sparks EXs that I could find, I got 11 cards. That was very fun. Whoa. What does it mean? Why has it done that? That's crazy. What else is B for? Let's do some more B words before we roll out. B is for Big Papa Pickle. B is for broccoli. B is for banana. Oh, blister pack. B is for blister pack. Shall we open that now? Yeah, let's open that now. Here we go. I've never opened a blister pack before because you can't just find these on shelves in Australia. Okay, so we have our 3 promos. 1 promo, sorry. I love this Pokemon so much. Porygon, Porygon 2, and his final evolution, Porygon Z. And then we've got 1 pack of Twilight Masquerade. We have a Lechonk coin. Very reflective. And now we have trading cards. Here we go. Here I am. Pokemon YouTuber. Wow. I reckon it's going to be Darkness. Oh, here we go. Applin. Oh, that's actually really cute art. I like that. I really like that art. I'm going to keep that to the side. Flabébé. Litwick. Poochyena. I love Poochyena. Lucian. Darmanitan. That's pretty cool art as well. Like that. Leafeon. Put it to the side for Lilla. Oh, reverse holo Chansey. I actually really like that art too. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. That kind of cel-shaded look, like it's a video game. Floette. Love that art. That's really cute. And a Fezandipity. Ah, Fezandipity. I've got him in 2 different kinds of full arts now. I now have him as a holo as well. Nice. Very cool. What's going on? Welcome to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I just finished editing, and it turns out I never recorded an outro. I recorded for 50 minutes straight. That's 50 minutes straight of talking to a camera. And I've just trimmed it all the way down to 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes. So I've trimmed a lot of fat off for you guys. So I'd appreciate a like and a comment maybe, hey? 50 minutes is crazy. That might be the longest one of these videos that we'll ever do. But we'll see, I suppose. Without further ado, B is also for bye.